Welcome students. As you know, we are discussing about magnetic effect of electric current, and in previous classes we had discussed about right hand thumb rule and magnetic field due to long straight wire. Today our discussion will be on magnetic field due to circular coil. Make the heading magnetic field due to circular coil. Magnetic field due to circular coil. So first see here, let's suppose this is the circular coil, electric source, rheostat and key. This is the common devices which applied positive, negative, rheostat, RH, key. When it is switched on, current will flow from positive to negative. Okay. When switched on, current will drawn from positive to what? Negative. Now you will apply the right hand thumb rule. Current is moving upward, anti-clockwise. See there, magnetic line of force will be anti-clockwise. Here current is moving downward, direction will be clockwise. So here magnetic field direction anti-clockwise, 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 anti-clockwise. Here magnet current is moving downward. Thumb, you have to manage your thumb according to current, and curl of finger, it is what? Moving as like clockwise. So direction of magnetic line of force will be clockwise. Are you getting the point? Clockwise. And at mid we will get straight line. This will called north and this will called what? South. So see there, when in circular coil we applied the electric source, then current is start flowing from positive to negative. In first half, magnetic field lines created anti-clockwise. In second half, it is created clockwise by using right hand thumb rule. Okay. As soon as line of force moves away from the wire, you can see there, as soon as line of force move away from the wire, they become flatter and flatter. Here they are circular, here they are less circular, much less circular, and we get what? Straight line. In straight line, both magnetic field are assisting to each other. You can see there, although it is anti-clockwise, it is clockwise, but at midpoint both magnetic field have a same direction. So its magnetic field turns maximum because it, let's suppose this is B1 and this is what? B2. So what a total magnetic field at midpoint? B equal to B1 plus what? B2. It means magnetic field turns what? Maximum. Why magnetic field turns maximum at center? Once again, when in first half direction of magnetic field is anti-clockwise, in second half it is clockwise. As soon as line of force moves from wire to center, they become flatter and flatter, and at mid B gets straight line. At mid V gets straight line in which the magnetic field assist to each other. You can see there, and although they are anti-clock and clock, but at midpoint they have both have a same direction. Same direction means B is equal to B1 plus B2. It means magnetic field at midpoint will be maximum, and its formula B is equal to mu naught Ni upon 2R. This is the formula. Once again, as soon as we move from wire to center, magnetic line of force turns flatter and flatter, and at midpoint we get straight line. In straight line, the magnetic field assist to each other. That's why its magnetic field will be maximum, and the center magnetic field, you should know that at center magnetic field will be B is equal to mu naught Ni upon 2R. In long straight wire it was mu naught I upon 2 pi R. Here we are getting formula we alert mu naught Ni upon 2R, and it means magnetic field directly proportional to N. If number of turns increases, magnetic field increases. You better know, B is proportional to what? I. If current increases, magnetic field increases, and V inversely proportional to R. This R is not from that to center. No, this R from as like this. Let's suppose this is circular coil and this is the R. If this is the circular coil and this is the R. Okay, now it means this is the axial point. It means as soon as you move away from the center, magnetic field what? Decreases. So these are the factors on which magnetic field depends. So this is all about your magnetic field due to circular coil, and the formula is very clear. B is equal to mu naught Ni upon 2R, and its unit is Tesla. In previous lecture, I think we forget it. The unit of magnetic field is Tesla, and it is represented by capital T. T for Tesla. Are you getting the point? So this is all about your magnetic field due to circular coil, and formula is very clear. B is equal to mu naught Ni upon 2R, where N is the number of turns, I is the current, and R is the distance from the center to axial point. This is called axial point. This is the distance is what? R. Okay. So this is all about this one. Okay. Our next question is magnetic line of force. Magnetic line of force. This is the magnet. This is north pole. This is south pole. Magnetic line of force move from north to south and inside south to north. You should know that. What are direction of magnetic field? Always direction of magnetic field from north to south. So its line of force move away from north. The arrow will be away from north, and it will be towards south. Towards south. This is the main point. And inside the magnet, they move from south to north. So this is the diagram for magnetic line of force. Our next aim is solenoid, and then we have to compare the solenoid with magnetic or bar magnet. So there are some similarities, there are some dissimilarities. So first, going through solenoid, first we have to take, or we have to know about what are the magnetic field for bar magnet. This is the bar magnet, have a north and south pole. When freely hang, no doubt it becomes north and south direction, and line of force are there. Line of force moving from north to what? South. So there are some characteristics. So write one by one. Write one by one. First, magnetic line of force move from north to south. First point. Magnetic line of force moves from north to south. Second point. Inside they moves from inside the magnet, inside the bar magnet, they move from south to north. It means outside north to south, and inside south to north. It means they makes the closed curve. Very, very important point. Magnetic line of force makes the closed curve, while electric line of force make the open curve. Here I am talking about magnetic line of force. They makes the closed curve. The first point was they travel from north to south, and inside they travel south to north. So that's why they makes the closed curve. Okay, are you getting point? Third point. Closer to pole, line of force are denser. Closer to pole, line of force are denser, which shows their strength. Which shows their strength. Note down the point. Closer to pole, line of force are denser, which shows their strength. It means closer to pole, their strength is more. As soon as you move away, their strength decreases. And last point is very, very important. Two line of force not intercept to each other. Very important point. Two line of force not intercept to each other. In question, number of times asked why they not intercept, means they cross to each other. So answer is here. Two line of force not intercept to each other. Write the answer. If they do so, there will be two direction. You better know in mathematics, two line will intercept if and only if they have a two direction, but here only one direction, north to south. Okay, that's why two line of force not intercept to each other. Are you getting the point? So last point is very, very important. Two magnetic line of force not intercept to each other, because if they do so, there will be two direction, which is not possible. So there are four characteristics. Once again, you listen there. Magnetic line of force travel from north to south. First point. Inside the magnet, they travel south to north. Hence, they makes the closed curve. Very, very important. They makes the closed curve. Next point. Closer to pole, these line of force are denser. Closer to pole, these line of force are denser, which shows their strength. And last point, two line of force not intercept to each other. Two line of force not intercept to each other. If they do so, there will be two direction. There will be two direction, which is not possible. Okay, so this is the introduction of bar magnet. Okay, so our next term is very clear, and this is current carrying solenoid. Very important question. Every year this question asks solenoid, SOLENOID, current carrying solenoid. So first see there what a solenoid. It is in cylindrical shape. This is in cylindrical shape. You better know in mathematics what a cylinder, which length is more than radius, that is called cylinder. So it is in cylindrical shape on which number of insulated copper wire wrapped as like this. Once again, it is in cylindrical shape on which number of insulated copper wire wrapped closely. This device is called solenoid. Are you getting the point? It is in cylindrical shape on which number of insulated copper wire wrapped closely is called solenoid. Now see the water diagram. This is the in cylindrical shape solenoid. It is freely hang from any base on which number of insulated copper wire wrapped. When we apply the positive, negative, rheostat and key, what happened? Positive, negative, rheostat RH and key is K. So this current will drawn up, and again wire is coming down, down, up, down, up, down, and this is again up, down and up, and this current is down. Each loop behave as a magnet. Just in previous lecture I told that circular coil behave as a magnet. So that's why here number of loops are there which will add up, and they magnetize the substrate. That's why it is called what? Solenoid. So now apply the right hand thumb rule. Current is moving upward. Apply thumb anti-clockwise. So here anti-clockwise. Current is coming downward clockwise. Every loop behave as a clockwise. Again upward anti-clockwise. Here clockwise. This is clockwise. Because coming current is downward, apply right hand thumb rule. This current is coming downward. This downward thumb represents current. So this is clockwise. So we are putting clockwise. Again up, anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise. Are you getting the point? Every loop behaving a smaller magnetic field. Upper portion is anti-clockwise, lower portion is clockwise. If you add them, anti-clock, 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 so on, it result become anti-clock. Here clock, 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 so on, it become clock. And you just in previous lecture I told that, and here it will come down. It means you better know magnetic line of force move from what? North to south. And here you can see that magnetic line of force moving from north to south. So this become north and this become south. Hence it is current carrying solenoid behave as a bar magnet. Current carrying solenoid behave as a bar magnet. Once again, when we wrap the number of insulated copper wire on any asbestos and current drawn through it, it completely behave as a bar magnet. As previous lecture I told, one terminal become north and another terminal become what? South. So there are some similarities and some dissimilarities. So similarities are there. Both when suspended be established in north-south direction. When they freely suspended become in north and south direction. Second, they attract the small fillings of iron. They attract the small fillings of iron. Next, they create the induction property. They create the induction property. These are the similarities between solenoid and bar magnet. What are dissimilarities? Bar magnet is permanent magnet. Very, very important point. Bar magnet is permanent magnet while solenoid is temporary. If put off, switch off the key, whole magnetism finish or vanish. It means it will behave as a magnet until current is drawn. Hence, bar magnet was permanent magnet. It is the temporary magnet. Bar magnet is permanent magnet. Solenoid is temporary magnet. This is first. Second, polarity of bar magnet never change. Or north always will be north, South always will be south. While here, if you change the terminal of battery, if you apply this negative and this positive, it becomes south and it become what? North. It means polarity of bar magnet depends on direction of current. Very, very important points. So what are similarities? Both freely suspended become in north and south direction. They have a attractive property. They have a inductive property. What are dissimilarities? Dissimilarities are very important. What dissimilarities? Bar magnet is permanent magnet, while solenoid is temporary magnet. Second, polarity of bar magnet never change. Polarity of solenoid depends on direction of current. And the formula for this, B is equal to mu naught Ni. This is the formula of solenoid. B is equal to mu naught Ni, where small n is equal to capital N upon L, number of turns per unit length. It means if you want to increase the strength of solenoid, the B proportional to N and B proportional to I. So this is all about your current carrying solenoid. Okay, that's all for today.